haven't done a selfie video of me in the garden in a year or more, 2 years. But it's been raining every day, and it's been raining since the last video I did. So I thought if you were missing my garden, I would take you on a little tour in the rain. This is what you call an over-the-shoulder shot in the movies. After my Phoenix trip, I bought 2 more trees. And you can see them right there. It's a Kaffir Lime and a Satsuma Mandarin. And I should have had those planted a month ago. The Kaffir is known for the leaves. And with all this rain and all the minerals in the water, they really look great. But it would be nice to plant them. I just don't know where that is going to be yet. And you can see that I still have my Christmas lights in my citrus trees, which is cheerful and it makes me happy. I'm getting my holiday wreath, a little rainwater to help it last a little longer. I don't think that roll-up job is going to last very long. Okay, I've got Cyclamen blooming, and the dark red camellias are almost ready to pop open. Got 2 of those. Just stunning. And of course the cozy corner is nice and soaked. Got a little bit of lettuce growing here. It isn't getting much sun. This particular basil plant got pruned way back and it has popped out and it's blooming. This is a volunteer potato. The only other thing growing in the back 40 is some I'itoi onions over there on the side, over here. I started the Back to Eden wood chip method, about 2 years ago now. This particular raised bed was full to the top, and you can see the level now. It has broken down at least 3 inches underneath that top level. I've got a little cilantro coming up right here, although it looks more like a carrot, doesn't it? It sure does. But how could that be a carrot? Okay, let's see. Oh my goodness, that is a carrot! I didn't even plant that. I don't know how that happened. Okay, so there's the papaya. It really hasn't grown much since we planted it. This evergreen is all beaten down from the rain. The pitcher sage that I really cut back has got new sprouts on the ends. As you can see, this is a brand new piece right there. So it's grown like 4 inches maybe since we pruned that, what, 3-4 weeks ago? And this is my big fuchsia colored camellia that's just getting ready to go. And of course, my loaded orange tree. I'm so proud of this tree. This is a new flower gift a friend of mine gave me. Remember when we planted the snapdragons and I snapped all the ends off to strengthen the roots, and I think that was a really smart thing to do because it's completely budding out on every branch. The Mexican marigold is in full bloom. Pretty stunning, gotta say. This huge plant grew out of this tiny little pot. You see that pot? That's 3 inches wide and about 8 inches long. And it grew into the roots of that olive tree pot. And look at that. Is that stunning? I mean, the succulents just are so cheerful. My celery is not looking so good. I need to take off all those outside leaves and juice them. This is the Melon Sage. I don't really even know if it's edible, but it has the prettiest red little flowers, and the hummingbirds actually like those little tubular flowers. There's a tomato down there, you see that? A ripe tomato. I've got a fig right there. Got one there and I got one up there. Just got a couple little sprigs of milkweed left. I really need to cut all that back. Oh, this is a surprise. I hadn't even noticed. Look, my first rose. Now, if that could stay healthy, I would be so happy. This rose plant gets covered in bugs and worms and rust and mildew and... Oh look, there's a sign it's been raining a lot. Fungi! Now that we've cut all this back, it's easier to see my dragon fruit. Look at that green snake going up that tree. Wish the rain could come, you know, once in a while, but not all at once. Okay, the eggplant has flowers all over it, but I have a feeling they'll all drop off. I still have passion fruit on that whole vine over there. These are some sweet potato slips that started growing volunteer out of the garbage can. And here's my celery that we potted a few months ago. Here's the soupy compost. You don't even want to see what's in there. That's the comfrey, which I never used. And of course, this rain capture system has been overflowing for weeks. There's my angel. Still got a few leaves on the ornamental plum. And the jade, which came with the house 25 years ago, this was the mother plant, is in full bloom. Very pretty, delicate little flowers. These radishes are practically climbing out of the pot here. I really ought to harvest those and eat them. And of course we still have lots of blooms on the camellias in the back, the pale pinks. Still absolutely stunning. We had to take out a whole bunch of this bamboo because it was touching my neighbor's chimney up there and he was nervous about it. Going through here, more bamboo, a lot of which got taken out. And you see it goes up there. It's actually touching my house, but I haven't taken that down in a while. This all came from one little plant that my neighbor gave me. This is Queen of the Night and cactus, and it's stunning. And when it blooms, it will blow your mind. When they tore down the two houses next to us, the first thing they did was cut down the 3 coastal redwoods. Yep, you would think those were protected, but no. If you planted the coastal redwoods, and they weren't already here when this neighborhood was developed in 1939, they would be saved, they would be spared. But if you planted them, they could be taken down. And so, of course, when they bulldoze a lot to put a McMansion on it, first thing that goes is any big tree that's going to give the contractor a problem. Okay. Just show you the Parkway Gardens, and that'll be a quick look at the late bloomer garden for December the... Oh God, I wish it was December. No. January the 16th, I think. But here are my pineapple guavas and one Mexican pink guava, except the guavas aren't pink for some reason. This is the second Parkway garden. Somehow this tomato is holding on and not getting covered in mildew. I don't know why, but it's very exciting. There's the rosemary, dripping wet in bloom. So pretty, so pretty. So, we're back. I'm under the big red umbrella, which is where I have my Sweet Annie hanging that we cut last week. And so, I guess just to wrap this up, I want to remind you that I'm having a live stream on Sunday. I have a special guest, January 20th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I want you all to join in and make it as wonderful as my last one. I was hoping to do it in the garden. Well, it really depends on the connectivity more than even the weather, but the weather also might be a problem. So, but now my office is a wreck, so I really hope I can do it out here. Thanks so much for your support, for liking my videos, and especially sharing them with your friends, and I'll see you in the next video.
If you enjoyed this video, please watch these. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. and I'll see you in the next video.